Today we will see SAP plant maintenance overview. How the plant maintenance module will help to map your day-to-day maintenance processes through the SAP system. So this is the agenda, the organization structure, overview of plant maintenance, master data, maintenance cycle, information systems, and the key benefits. So PM module is the integration with the other modules, that is FICO, MM, QM, PP, SD, and IM. So these kinds of the different modules which is integrated with the PM module. So at the any kind of a transaction done in the PM, it will be linked to your different modules. So this is a typical organization structure. The example where you can be see the client is always at the top level, that is for example SR group of industry. Then the company code, they have different businesses like SR have steel, power, shipping, oil, logistics, communication. So these are the different company codes. Now their company code having a plant which is our SR steel, and they have a planning plant which is one factory in Hazira and one factory in Surat. So this is a typical organization structure maintained in the PM module. The client is always at the top level, having a company code, plant and the storage location. Then the maintenance plant, for that particular plant if you need to create a maintenance, then you have to create a maintenance plant for the same along with the location and the plant section. And according to your planning plant, you have to create a PM planning plant for the same maintenance plant, having a planner group and the work centers. So this kind of the master data which is need to be created in the system for a organization structure. So the company represent an organization unit in accounting where your all the business organization according to your requirements for that particular country get captured. Company code, the company code which represent the independent legally entity having balance sheet for the profit and losses. And the plant is a important organization unit for the logistic point of view, where your maintenance day-to-day maintenance get carried out, your production side and your operational system which is installed in the plant. The maintenance planning plant, where your day-to-day maintenance schedule, your task list of that particular maintenance, your inventory management for that particular maintenance, your spare parts, your materials, that all the things is managed at the maintenance planning plant respective to that maintenance is called as a maintenance planning plant in the SAP. Plant section, the further maintenance planning plant can be divided into the plant section, and the plant section is responsible for the particular persons which is coordinate for the production and the maintenance department. The planner group, the maintenance planner group is the planning plant assigned to that particular group depending on your size of that particular organization or a company. Like for example, a group can be planned for that particular maintenance of the production system, or might be a maintenance of that building, or might be a maintenance of that vehicle. So at the time he can be managed, a group of the people can be managed 3 different activities within that particular plant. Overview of the plant maintenance. The primary, the SAP R3 module support the procurement process. So plant maintenance have organization, technical object nothing but your function, location, equipment. These all are measuring counter. These all are content come under the technical object. Processing and planning. History is nothing but your reports for that particular maintenance. Production planning, where you have to generate a purchase requisition. Sales and development, where you have a sales order processing. And financial accounting, where you have a payment processing and a material evaluation. So this is a plant maintenance overview where the master data you need to prerequisite master data you need to be maintained in the system. So equipment, function location, bill of materials, measuring counters, work centers, these all are come under the master data. Once the master data is available in the system, you have to create a maintenance order. Again, there are the different kinds of maintenance order, like your preventive maintenance, your breakdown maintenance, your refurbishment orders, that comes under the maintenance order. Then you have to assign the appropriate resources to capturing the cost, whether it is the internal, whether it is the material, whether it is the external or a services or a subcontracting work. In a execution mode, you have to complete a confirmation of that particular order to get your cost certified. So in case of materials, you have a good receipt. In case of services, you have a service entry sheet. In case of internal activities or internal services, you have a confirmation of that particular service activities. This can be done in a execution mode. And finally, you can be find out the history of that particular order. What is my cost? What is my plan versus actual? What is my total expenses on that particular activities or particular maintenance order, which can be drilled down later on. Master data. So function location, equipment master, task list, measuring point and counter, these are the highlighted master data in the plant maintenance. So the function location, which contain the object type, maintenance plant and the work center, which can be assigned there. The function location have a clarification. For example, here we have provided one example that a function location can be further divided into the clarification plant having a function location which is a mechanical purification and the biological purification. Then whether it is a sand pump or a oil pump. So it can be hierarchy which represent your location of that particular functions in the organization unit. Equipment master, to maintenance of that particular equipment, need to capture the equipment in the systems. So management of the individual data, documentation, if any design drawings need to be assigned, that documentation part should be assigned to that particular equipment. Evaluation of the technical data like your guarantee warranty period for that particular equipment, your manufacturing date, manufacturing unit, then manufacturer, these all kinds of technical data combined in the evaluation. Then the cost, once you assign that equipment to the particular maintenance order, you can be able to track the cost of that particular equipment, and the time can be recorded, how many times it can be usages, that can be tracked through the measuring point or measuring counter for that particular equipment. Maintenance task list, to capture the operations or activities, you need to create a task list in the maintenance, and later on it will be task list should be assigned to the work center. So it can be represent your routing or operations in that particular maintenance order. So whether it is the equipment task list, whether it is a general task list, or whether it is a function location task list, you can create or you can manage in the plant maintenance module. Measuring point and the counters having the characteristics and the target values. So what kind of my motor reading or my vehicle reading, how much kilometer it will run and how much kilometer it will be goes, the system will trigger a automatic maintenance order that can be tracked under the measuring point and the measuring counters. So for that prerequisite, you have to create a master data in a system. This is typical hierarchy of the function location. So clarification plant having a supply pump, spiral pump, internal pump, shaft, impeller. So you can be assigned a function location along with the equipment, assembly and the spare parts, that is nothing but the materials. Maintenance cycle. So the prerequisite, the master data need to be created in the system having a plant with a maintenance planning plant. Then you have to create a order. So the order creation against the notification. So notification get created in the system.